It all started on a quiet evening when my sister told me she was walking home from the store, and I told her to be careful, not realizing that would be the last normal moment we'd have together. Minutes later, her messages stopped. At first I thought it was her phone, or maybe she took a longer route, but when an hour passed without any word, panic hit me like a truck. I called everyone I could think of, retraced every street she might have walked, and my mind filled with every terrifying possibility. Then the phone rang. A distorted voice, cold and emotionless, told me she was theirs and that if I wanted her back alive, I had to follow instructions perfectly. No mistakes. No hesitation. My hands shook, my chest burned, but I knew there was no time to waste. I called the few people I trusted, laid out the situation, and we started tracking the clues. Every shadow felt like an enemy, every sound like an ambush, and every minute that passed was a countdown I could feel in my bones. We traced her to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town, surrounded by barbed wire and shadows that seemed alive. The closer we got, the louder my heart pounded, and then I heard her scream. It froze me, not with fear of dying, but fear of losing her forever. The door was reinforced, the windows barred, but I didn't hesitate. I kicked it open, and chaos erupted. Men lunged at me with knives, bats, anything they could grab. Adrenaline surged through me. Fists collided, glass shattered, bullets ricocheted off the walls. I ducked, rolled, and fought my way toward her, every strike fueled by the thought of losing her forever. There she was, tied to a chair in the middle of the warehouse, terrified but alive. I shouted her name, and she looked up, her eyes wide with hope and fear all at once. I ran to her, cutting her ropes with a knife I pulled from my belt, whispering that she was safe, that I was here, and we were leaving. But the danger didn't end there. The men who held her weren't going to let us leave easily. One of them lunged at me with a crowbar, another aimed a gun from the balcony. I grabbed the first, swung him into a crate, knocked the gun from the second's hand, and ran toward her. We barely made it out of the warehouse as sirens began to wail in the distance, lights flashing and drawing the attention of everyone nearby. Outside, the night was chaos, cars screeched, shadows moved, and I could see more of them surrounding us. I shoved my sister behind me, told her to stay low, and charged toward the alley where I knew we could escape. Bullets whizzed past us, splintering the wooden fence and shattering a nearby trash can, but we ran faster than fear itself. Around the corner, we found an old delivery van.